The Brass Tactics community. Be my first attempt at an analysis video. Be using a game between Aeosis and I that I had versus him last night. Go ahead and jump right into it. We're both going to start out with Cav, which seems to be the only viable opening unit aside from on possibly Timberlands and Overlook. Or due to their size, almost any unit can start. Scouts really aren't an option anymore, since the early game combat power is important and also early game composition is important. You need to have access to all three of the combat units, be able to counter whatever your opponent does. More often than not, game will play out where players will go into at least two, if not all three, of the Castle 1 combat units. Scouts do have a lot of potential, though. I would like to see them more. I think on maps like possibly this map, since very congested in the middle, they can be used to rush mid with warriors. Then Ridge and Ravine, I believe there's potential strategies that involve them. Both going to open up with warriors, since we're going Cav first into the counter. Pump one out. I think archers could be an option here. It's a lot more micro demanding and a lot more punishing due to the higher cost, being 9 ore, being how squishy they are. But if it works, it can kind of, can't really end the game right away, but it can swing the early game in the archer player's favor. Another reason I'm not doing it here is because it's my intention this game to try to force him into a heavy warrior build and then transition to archers about a minute or so at my back jewel village. I'm gonna pause it here. This tower, stupid. To bring up Sketchpad to show just how stupid that was. Brush is fine. So I have a tower here, tower here. He has tower here, tower here, tower here. Now if I mine here, my zone of control now has to incorporate all that. I also have to watch for any potential flanks. This is a huge, very wide area. The choke point get here is all the way back here for me. Any unit from this tower is going to take forever to reinforce there. This tower isn't so bad, but it's still a very long time. At least relative to his positioning on the map, where he's just like, I have combat tower here, combat tower there, and I could just reinforce directly into that, or attack and then reinforce directly into that position. There's absolutely no way I'm going to hold it. Should never have gone for that. The only place that I could have gone for, only place rather that I should have gone for, here, places, or here, place being the jewel village, places being the 2 sockets. This was an option too, but much slower on the ore economy. The ore economy is important. It's also kind of what I'm going for. So I think play there potentially been to go Cav Tower here or Archer Tower. I think the Archer Tower second because I kind of want to bluff him into overproducing on warriors, like I said, and then switch to archers while banking as much ore as I can and pump out archers and then upgrade them while he's on warriors before the game goes too late. The archers start becoming a little more obsolete if he X into a counter path. Yeah, that tower, huge mistake. Try to flank on the right side. I shouldn't go through with it. End up going through with it, but I shouldn't. He's gonna get into position to crack this left tower. I should be reinforcing with my units over here. Pointing with my hand again, thinking you could see me. Obviously need to use the cursor. Reinforcing with those units towards the left, or bringing them up sooner to threaten the tower. Threatening the tower is very unlikely. I should have, like I said, probably just brought one or two warrior squads to the left way earlier if I wanted to go that low or tower. Shouldn't have gone forward in the first. So I'm going to lose that tower. Not going to be able to do anything with the force on the bridge. This unit's going to end up, I think, killing one ore. Then a cav spawns and kills it. No, kills two. Three. Okay, that's actually not bad. Four. Wow, I did not remember that correctly at all. Never mind, that's beautiful. That's... So, pretty sure all ore workers are spawned every 40 seconds. Might be 30 seconds. Don't remember exactly. If it's 40 seconds, every ore worker that's killed is equivalent to a 2.3 ore swing. See, I'm not giving a wrong number there. So, if I kill 5 ore workers, that's math. It's a lot of ore. 10 and then 0.3 times something. Okay, who knows? 11.5. That took me too long. So, much more than the value of the cavalry. One of his cav is too far ahead of his main force there, and I'll be able to just pick it off, even though he has the stronger force in the area. Now I'm going to start transitioning into the archers, since he's on heavy warrior. That archer tower, the right, possibly should have been down there. Since I have an archer on the left to reinforce this position, that increase isn't too much. I think it's around 10 seconds for the archers to get from low ore village to this middle bridge area. From where I actually put the tower. Would have helped me gain leverage in the ore production. If I did that though, it would hurt me later when he ends up going a Titan. And I mess up, I should go a Titan myself, but I'll get into that later. So here I'm just trying to bait out some units to pick them off. Kind of greedy. Actually really don't like that I did that. If Aeosis had been a little more on top of that, would have had his cav in position to just blow me up. He had one cav a little further back. He also could have just kept chasing, kind of, with his skirmish archers. He had a few there, and the cav right behind him. This fight is horrible on my part. Rewind it for a second and point out why. So when it's starting, he's got his archers right here, while his warrior line is coming up. I have my warrior line in the front with my archer line behind them, so his archer's gonna come up and just eviscerate my warrior line while my archers aren't doing anything yet. They end up focusing his cavalry, but that's not who I want them focusing. I want them focusing the warriors. This fight would not have gone anywhere near as badly as it did if I just pulled back a little sooner. Moved in with my force in the low ore village side, and kept pressuring from both sides at once. Without putting myself in a position where I'm just gonna lose all of my units. So these warriors, yeah, like, what am I doing? I'm just walking into that fight. That is so stupid. They get eviscerated by his archer line. I'm like, oh, I gotta pull out, and it's already too late. Already got a baby on the way. Get destroyed in that fight, but I do end up cracking the Archer Tower. At least. He's gonna end up pushing in too, so we end up both pushing each other's jewel villages. Reinforcing with mechanics. Not entirely sure if that's right. I should have recognized at this point that he had upgraded archers and started switching over to cavalry. Mechanics are definitely good to have, but if I go heavy enough into cavalry, I could probably just completely win the next fight. He doesn't have a mechanic force built up yet. If he's just starting to produce them now as well. My micro here is really weak too. He's a lot of work. Keep pulling this archer squad in the back. I don't want to be. I want to actually leave that archer squad that's on the bridge basically alone. Let it keep attacking and pull the ones that are in front and more at risk away. Same thing here. Keep pulling the ones that aren't attacking when I'm trying to kite. I should just be pulling the front line. It's hard to do, but it's not, I don't know, it's not really that hard. That's not an excuse. Very poor micro on my part. Again, like I should just be pulling the one by the turret. Yet I'm pulling all of them. Tower lives far longer than it should. Also miss a few key picks on his units there. Every time they're stepping up, I should immediately be microing to them. I don't do it till right there. Long story short, it goes on and on and on, and then I kill his tower. Crappy micro on my part, should have happened way faster. I end up breaking that territory, pushing him back. He's got his Titan coming. I make a mistake here with the upgrade. I should have gone the Cav upgrade, or at least the Warrior Homefront upgrade, since they're 8 instead of the 14 cost upgrade, knowing that he already has a Titan, and knowing that I should be matching one. Should be the Cav upgrade, I say, because I should have Cav in my army at this point, since I should have cut to them a little earlier. Probably just not gone mechanics at all. Kind of works out, but especially in that drawn-out fight. So, can't say for certainty if the mechanics were wrong. It does seem like they worked out pretty well. But at the very least, this should be the Cav upgrade, not the mechanic upgrade. It saves 6 jewels. It sets me up to be in position if he goes a heavy archer ball, which is what he's teched into. Switch into armored Cav. Crazy important to win the mirrored fight. Another game-ending mistake coming up in just a few moments. Look at my palette. What tower should I take? What tower should I take? Should I go warrior? What purpose? Why am I hovering on warrior so long? Oh, cavalry for a second at first. Realized that time had long passed. Alright, let's go rocketeer and get a weekend. How about just save 2 more jewels for that Titan? 30 more seconds. Start building a Titan. How does that sound? Huh? I don't know. I wish I could talk to my past self. I'm pretty salty about that because the thought even crossed my mind and I'm like, nah, rocketeer, get the weekend effect. Herder. What? An 11 jewel investment that I'm just gonna lose? Smart move, smart move. Yeah, I get destroyed here. Let's just run right into it. Boom, Titan screwing me. Fucking, I don't know. Shh, try not to curse. Titan just busting my booty hole up. I don't know. I don't know what to even say about it. So yeah, just try. This is what I should have done in the first place. Brought my army to the bridge and stalled at the bridge. Horrible micro on my part again. I'm trying to just pick off the squads, like single target the squads. I should have my force split into basically two groups instead of trying to control it all, and then controlling one side versus one archer on one side and the other side versus archer on his other side. End up doing a decent job at picking off his army while conserving mine, because the mechanics are just healing right back up through the Titan. There I lose an archer squad because I'm not kiting it back. If the Titan comes down, the Titan's attack comes down and the archers aren't moving away, it's gonna just auto-kill whatever's underneath it. They have to be outside the main impact that the mechanics can heal them back up. Who is this guy? I don't. This guy sucks. Who'd watch this? Horrible. Breaking my units apart, one towards a corner, bringing this down towards the corner because, you know, why not? Then I'm just gonna suicide that left side because, oh, I guess I have the forethought to not suicide it there, or did I already suicide some of them? Yeah, split my army towards a corner. Great move. Great move. Oh yeah, here. This is where I'm just like, here. Let me try to attack uphill, right next to a Titan. Smart. Can't. Whatever. Don't do that, basically. Don't do what I'm doing there. Play to the outs. Play to the openings. I should have been playing to the choke point behind a jewel village there, regrouping and then fighting back. I have a Titan on the way. No reason to waste the army like that. Alright, he's killing this jewel village. Fine, I make a decent decision here. For once in my life. I'm gonna go attack his jewel village. I think, at least that's what I think watching it. No, I'm gonna walk right through that jewel village. That I probably could take a decent amount, if not all of it out. And try to attack his castle and his spawning Titan. Because I have the time for that, of course. Very poor decision. Could have potentially taken out his jewel village there, which might have actually evened up the game despite all of the mistakes I've made. Pulled back after I eliminated that by just wrapping around the map back to the left side of it. Then reinforced my Titan, but instead I do this. Just fight this Titan in melee range. Fine, there's only a big army coming up behind me. As you can see, this works marvelously. Great decision making. More great decisions on my part. Like, what, 3 skirmish archers and mechanic can fight 7 or 8 skirmish archers? Didn't want to give up the hill. That was my reasoning behind it. Not great reasoning. I can't win the fight, so why even fight it? I could have just pulled back and kept those units. Not really much else to show at this point other than me making more poor decisions, like not pulling back and reinforcing with my third Titan here, trying to build back up some type of army. I thought that maybe I could use my Titans to take out his main force rather, not his Titans, and then use my army to kite his Titans down. I get nowhere near close enough. I think maybe I've taken out a third of it with my two Titans. Not even not even microing my archer squad anymore. But yeah, from there it's pretty much over. Trying to hold that choke with the high ground actually works decently well, but I mean, hey, he's got two big daddies coming in the left, so done. And he's got his two big daddies on the right with his main force. That's it. The game. So for those of you that stuck around to the end, player takes a tower in either of the villages. Other player just has to bring an artillery. This ledge, it can hit that tower. So it makes taking either of these ore territories huge risk, no matter what side you're on. On one side of the map, you're gonna potentially get hit by artillery, and on the other side of the map is likely where the opponent is be building up their main force, and force faster to that location. Definitely a map that is hard to gain or village leverage on their location. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to upvote and subscribe for more videos like this. Link to the full game should be here, maybe, or be there. Probably here.